what y'all just looked at is the Knicks Hospital. Now, the Knicks Hospital first opened up in 1930 as San Antonio's first full-service hospital. They did anything from a little band-aids from major surgery. They did it all. But not only that, they were actually the nation's very first fully air-conditioned hospital. As if you had to have a surgery, if you had to see a doctor, you wanted to go there. And as we keep on going, guys, you're able to look in front of the boat. Up ahead, you see this building with all those glass windows on it? Y'all see that right in front of us? What you're looking at is the Hyatt Regency Hotel, established in 1981. But you see how it's kind of short for hotel? Now, the reason being is because when they're building it, they had to perform shadow testing on it. Now, what I mean by that is they had to make sure that in the setting sun, it did not cast a shadow on the Alamo. Right? Not a single building in San Antonio casts a shadow on the Alamo. It's like an unspoken rule. Now, guys, since this building did not, inside they put a beautiful atrium, full of wonderful waterfalls and plants that lead straight to the Alamo Museum and the Alamo itself. If you guys want to check it out, you go straight to these doors to our left with the gold lettering on top, titled The Shops of Paso de Alamo. It's really awesome there, guys. It's a great place to take some pictures that y'all might be looking for. The actual passageway itself is just littered with all this amazing artwork. It's a really awesome place. Now, I don't know how long you guys are going to be here for, but if you're here this coming weekend, you're looking for a great place to get some drinks, listen to some music. Right to the left is a personal favorite of mine, you guys. It's called On the Bend. It's a really amazing oyster bar. If you have not been over there, if you have not been there, it's really awesome. What's cool is that on the weekends, you guys, they have a live jazz band. I think that's pretty neat. As we cross off this iron bridge right here, you guys, if y'all look to the right side of the boat, you're gonna see this brick building right here. This is called the Casino Club Building. It first opened up in 1927, originally as a private club for German business owners. As of today, the bottom two floors are occupied by shops and a restaurant, whereas the top 4 floors of this building are all apartments to rent. Now, let's say you might be interested in getting one of these apartments. Well, there are 30 tenants, but be ready for a 7-year wait. There's such high demand right now, guys. And the reason being is that they are very cheap. Last I heard, they're only about $150 a month. I won't be if you want to be exact. Cheap, right?
Get on the list.
7 years, that place is here. Now, what we enter right now is what we call River Square. Now, guys, River Square was renovated in 1972, and today it gives you the option to go to a multitude of different restaurants, both interior and exterior dining. Now, guys, if you're not here for the food, let's be honest, y'all might want some drinks, right? Y'all come on down to Cafe Olé, this last restaurant to our left, and you can get yourself a 60-ounce margarita. 60 ounces, yeah. Now, you can't get that drink by yourself because apparently it's too much alcohol for one person. But you know what? Bring a partner. Bring a significant other. Sometimes up to 4 people should have one drink right there at Cafe Olé. You know, some people say it's the best margarita in the river. Some people say it's not that pricey what you get. And I even see people walk out next to that say I cost it 60. It's pretty easy. As we come around this corner, guys, you'll see these colorful umbrellas aligning the river on this right side. All of these umbrellas belong to this restaurant here called Casa Rio. Now, guys, Casa Rio is one of the first and oldest restaurants on the river, established in 1946. And they even helped to pioneer the boat ride y'all are on today. Now, how they did that was, when they first opened, they were such high demand, people were tired of waiting on the RiverWalk for their food for a table, so they got gondolas and let people ride around while waiting. Soon after, you guys, they put tables on the gondolas and let people ride around while eating their food. Now, guys, you can actually still do that today for any one of the restaurants in the RiverWalk. It's really cool. It's really fun. I'd highly recommend it. Only thing is, you guys, I'd recommend y'all do it at night. Reason being is there is no sun, you can have a nice cool breeze, and most importantly, there are no birds. I do not like the birds, you guys. They're just like my biggest fear. I am not a bird person. I'll let you know that right now, right? But you get yourself a 3-course meal in the boat, get yourself a 2-hour ride, guys. You're really going to enjoy it. Now, we did take a left right now to what we like to call the band-aid section. Now, from here on out, you guys, everything in here did with RiverWalk was constructed by us in the 1960s, just in time of the 1968 World Fair. Now, this was meant to connect the San Francisco Wall to the fairground, which remained held in convention. This made transportation so much easier, guys, because opposed to just walking down, you're able to actually ride on in a boat down into. Now, guys, if y'all don't know this, San Francisco is actually one of the fastest growing cities right now in the state. So it's always great having people move here, make their spinner, center, all that stuff. But after you keep on going, you guys, if you are able to look in front of the boat, on top of this tree line right here, y'all see that Marriott Riverwalk Hotel up there? Has like those two posts out the building? Now this is actually my favorite store in Riverwalk. So obviously, that's not the original hotel or building there. Now what was there was the Fairmont Hotel. Now the Fairmont was built in 1906, and in the 1980s, they wanted to build a more modern, more up-to-date hotel design. But because of the historical significance of the Fairmont, they could not destroy it. And so they decided to move it 6 blocks over to where it still stands today. Now how they did that was they built platforms with hydraulics and airplane tires, and they used the gravel trucks and pulleys to pull the building through the streets. Now guys, it did only take them 6 days to move the building 6 blocks, and the Fairmont Hotel weighed 3.2 million tons. So at that time, it actually entered the Guinness Book of Records as the largest building to ever moved on air at the same time. And as of today, guys, it still holds that record. I guess it's neat. But the reason why I love that story so much isn't really how they moved the building through the street, but it's more on how they made sure the bridges could hold its weight. Now, to make sure that the bridges were safe and stable enough for the weight of the Fairmont, they stuck wine bottles in between the crevices of a bridge and a wall. And as the Fairmont was being brought across, they pulled those bottles out and checked their cracking. Now, if those bottles started to crack, that meant the bridge was going to give way and collapse. But not a single bottle cracked, not a single bridge collapsed. If you guys are wondering, they actually did do it to this bridge right here in front of us on Market Street. If you look up at it, you see a little slit right there between the walls of the bridge. Now, a lot of people do not believe me when I say that, you guys. I'm sure they had a whole algorithm figured out to how that worked out. But if you go to the Fairmont Hotel, you go inside the lobby, you can see pictures of the movie building. You can see pictures of them using those wine bottles. And they'll even have some of the wine bottles on display as well. So I guess they're really cool to check out. Really cool, a really neat piece of history right here. Now, we need to take a right now into what we call the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center. Now, for those of you who don't know who Henry B. Gonzalez was, he was a native here in San Antonio, born and raised. He was the first Mexican-American to be elected into the House of Representatives. He served from the early 60s, from 1961, all the way to the year of 1999. And then when he retired, his son, Charlie Gonzalez, was actually the one elected to replace him in the House of Representatives. And then he served from that year, 1999, all the way up to 2013. Alright guys, now, we're getting to my favorite part of the tour. It's going to be right up here to the left side of the boat, above this tree line. See a mosaic mural right up there to the left. I don't want to get in the sun, you guys, but this is going to be the best view to look up at it. But you guys, that mosaic mural was given to us for the 1968 World's Fair. It's entitled The Confluence of Civilization. It was created by one man, and one man only, a Mr. Juan O'Gorman. It's over 400,000 1-by-1-inch pieces of our natural resources straight from the country of Mexico. 128 feet wide, 25 feet high. He had no picture to open make it. He had no desire to open make it. He's sticking it all off the top of his head. It's pretty artistic, something like that. And we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna spin around here, right here in front of our boat, you guys. Usually we would spin right there in front of the mural if there's a boat in here, but I'm just gonna be honest. I don't want to be in the sun. So get y'all in the shade for a few moments, right? Now, guys, we did just spin around right here at the heart of the Convention Center. If you guys don't know about this Convention Center, this also was once home to the San Antonio Spurs with Hemisphere Arena. Now, guys, this Convention Center does bring in the largest revenue for the city of San Antonio year in and year out. They thought we should update it, we should renovate it. So doing so, they've added over 440,000 square feet, which has brought the grand total just over 1 million square feet. And if you are from San Antonio, guys, this convention center is used every day. It's actually booked solid with proms, events, conventions of all sorts and kinds, all the way to the year 2027. It's pretty cool.
Those characterized, cleaning complete, not flawed or distorted. Those start with the canvas and stuff.
And I guess you're able to look back at that mosaic mural. This not to the right. You're gonna see that building at I guess that mosaic mural sits on the Lila Cockrell Theater. Now, for those of you who don't know who Lila Cockrell was, she was the first female mayor here in the city of San Antonio. Now, she didn't serve one, she didn't serve two, she didn't serve 3 separate terms, starting in 1935. and lagoon that goes around it and through it. It distinguishes it from any of the malls in San Antonio or Mexico areas. As we keep on going, guys, we'll be entering what we like to call the River Center Lagoon. Now, when we enter the River Center Lagoon, guys, this is going to be connected to all the Main Street restaurants. Up on our left-hand side, we're going to have Hooters, Chili's, Margaritaville. If you guys go inside the mall in front of us, y'all can get to the food court in the mall as well. So y'all going to come back after the tour, come down here, get something to eat. You're more than welcome to do so. I honestly would not recommend this area. So that's so nice to y'all. So like, there's some amazing restaurants on this riverwalk y'all can go to. You can probably go to any one of these places where y'all might be visiting from as well. Maybe aside from Margaritaville, some kind of 20 places. So if you guys want some great place to eat at after this tour, I'll gladly tell y'all. Tell you some of my personal favorites. Tell you which ones I do believe are the best. But since we are on tour, guys, I do have to say every restaurant is amazing. But that is not true. It's not places that will not go to. Alright guys, so there's not too much going on in this little lagoon area right here. We come back here in the holidays, maybe like Christmas time. We're gonna have like a huge Christmas tree. We're gonna have Santa Claus right here in the middle. You can take pictures with him. He's gonna have a cowboy hat and some boots on, you know. All the good stuff. But as we exit out here, you guys, we are gonna go underneath some trees. Now we are gonna go underneath an orange tree and a lemon tree, you guys. Now the orange trees, this first dark green tree directly in front of the boat, you guys. If you look up on the top left of it, you'll be able to see some of those oranges as well. Now this is a sour orange tree. It's right here to our right, you guys, coming up. I see it up here. Now if you guys want to come back and try to knock one of these oranges down for yourself, I'll tell you right now, since it is a sour orange tree, they will taste weird. But you know, you're more welcome to do so. But because the tree that everybody loves, the one everybody should grab from the boat, is the lemon tree. And it's going to be directly on top of us as soon as we cross that little footbridge right here. If you look right up on top, you guys, you should be able to see these lemons. And now some people knock them down, they fall into the river and all that good stuff. But if you guys want to come back out from the tour and try to grab a lemon or orange, like I said, you're more than welcome to do so. Just do not get caught because it is a $200 fine.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not going to stop you.
$200 fine.
But you guys, you see this little footbridge right here in front of us? We're going to be making a right underneath this bridge. Now when we get to this side, I might ask that y'all look to the far left of the boat because you're going to see what I believe is the best view of the Tower of America. Now you can't miss it. It's going to look like the Space Needle Seattle. It's going to look like it belongs on a Drake album. It's going to look like a spaceship atop a churro. You take it how you want to see it. But it's right up in the air to the left.
Yeah.
Just see it right up there. Try to keep you on the shade for a second.
Space.
Like I said, what you're looking at is the Tower of Americas. Now that was originally the centerpiece for the 1968 Hemispheres World's Fair. Standing 722 feet to the top. The top house weighs 700 tons with one observation deck and one revolving restaurant. Now guys, the restaurant does make one revolution per hour. If you want to get up to the top house, there are 3 elevators you can take to get up there. Or if you like, you can take the stairs. It's not that bad, guys. It's not that many. I'll take it up myself. There's only 954 steps from top to bottom.
Oh,
it sounds like a lot, you guys.
No way.
It's not that bad. You can do it pretty fast. I did it pretty fast. My time was only 2 hours and 48 minutes. Alright, that really was my time, though. There's actually a yearly rate for bombing the top. If you guys are interested, that's what I did in January. It really wasn't that bad. If you guys want another picture of Tower Americas, it is coming up right here in this back left opening. Now, that is the second tallest building in the United States. Right behind the Stratford in Las Vegas, but right ahead of the Space Needle in Seattle. Now, if you're able to look to the right side of the boat, you guys, above this tree line, you're going to see a steeple right there. On top of that steeple, you're going to see a cross as well. Now, what you're looking at is the St. Joseph's Catholic German Church. Now, the cornerstone of that church is 1868, and inside it's full of all these beautiful pictures and paintings that are all done by the third priest of that church, which is my favorite name, of Father Peppercorn. I would like peppercorn, you guys, with all F's, Peppercorn. Now, the stained glass that lined that church from a shop in Munich, Germany, and because of the World Wars, that shop got destroyed, so all that stained glass is now one of a kind. And since being that it is a German Catholic church, every third Saturday of the month, they do conduct a full mass all in German. Now, I guess you're able to look up in the air to the left right now. Do you see that big hotel, that big building right here to our left called the Hilton Palacio de Rio, the Palace on the River? Now, what's interesting about that building was that it was a modulatory project. Right, so what I mean by that was that building was not built there. That building wasn't even built all together. They built each room separately, 8 miles south of here. When they were done in each room, and I mean they were done, each room was completely furnished top to bottom with a bed, a table, a TV, even a painting on the wall. They then delivered it over here to the location on flatbed trucks using cranes to stack them up on top of each other, kind of like a big Lego building. Now guys, the whole purpose of the Hilton was to have it fully done and ready to go by the time of the World's Fair in 1968. So they worked as fast as possible, only Monday through Friday, and they were still able to finish that whole hotel in 202 full complete working days. All right, so at that time, it actually entered the Guinness World Book of Records as the fastest buildings that have been built in Mexico City. And as of today, it still holds that record. Now guys, we are able to look behind me to the left. You can see that big red sculpture up there in the sky. You can see right up there. Now what you're looking at is called the Torch of Friendship. That was given to us by the country of Mexico in 2002. We look at it, it's supposed to look like it's intertwined with each other. And the reason being is because it's supposed to show the harmony between the two countries. I just hope I like that point out. But as we cross out Market Street Bridge, guys, the Hilton is going to be up on our left-hand side once again. And when y'all look up at it, y'all see how each room fits perfectly on top of each other. At night, they do like to light it up a yellow color. So to me, it always looks like the yellow side of a Rubik's Cube. But the man that created this building, his name was Henry D. Zachary. Now the city told him they need this building done by the time of that World's Fair. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And he was so sure of himself, he gave them a guarantee. He made them a bet. He said that if he did not finish this building by the time of that World's Fair, he would only take $1 as his payment. Now he did finish his building in those 202 days, and he finished it exactly 3 days before the start of that World's Fair. I talk about cutting it pretty close, right? If you guys are wondering how this building was done, I mean, yes, they did stack it up on each other, but they actually built the first 4 floors from the ground up, put the elevator shafts in place, and then they start stacking the buildings up as they went. It is a total of 20. It is a total of 20 floors, a little over 300. Sorry, a little over 500 rooms. Sorry, man, my allergies messing me up right now. It's making me go all over the place.
Oh, you're doing good. You're doing real good.
But guys, we're going to be taking a little ride right here, and we're going to be turning into what we like to call the Arneson River Theater. This is going to be part of the 1939 beautification project of Riverwalk, and this is named after Edwin Arneson. Now, Edwin Arneson was an engineer in construction, and he was instrumental in getting the funding needed to complete this theater. This was completed in 1941, and as y'all can see, it is an open-air theater. Now, looks can be deceiving because this theater does look small, but you can actually seat up to 800 people in here. Probably not comfortably, but you can. And if y'all look to the right side of the boat, on the back end of the stage, y'all see those 5 hanging bells? Each one of those bells represents the 5 missions throughout San Antonio. The biggest bell, the one in the middle, is a representation of the Alamo. But the Alamo is not considered a mission of war. It is considered a war memorial. And then you got an interesting fact about the theater and stage. It was used in the filming of Miss Congeniality, right, with Sandra Bullock. One thing is they made it look about 8 times bigger than it actually is. But as we keep on going, you'll start to see a statue right here in front of us. As we get closer, we'll be coming along our right side. But yeah, this statue sits right in front of the Bristol Washington. I guess the Bristol first opened up in 1930 as San Antonio's first public library. After renovations and remodeling, it actually turned into a circus museum all the way to the year 2002. And then in 2008, it finally opened as the Bristol Washington. Now, if y'all have not been inside there, I would highly recommend it. It's actually one of my favorite museums to go to. My personal favorite item in there is actually Pancho Villa's last known saddle. I think it's an amazing piece of history that nobody else has. Now, if you're just visiting San Antonio, if you're from here, I don't know if y'all saw that sign right there, but they are having free admission today from 4 to 9 p.m. Yeah, later on this evening, you want to come check it out, I reckon I'll do so. It's a really awesome place to go look at. Now, this is one of those low bridges I was telling you about. As long as you're sitting down, you're fine. You won't bump your head. You're going to go right on underneath it. Now, I have knocked out some drivers. I've hit my head on it. It happens.
Oh, no.
Y'all are fine. Y'all have like 6 inches above y'all.
I know.
She don't believe me.
I'm not taking no chances.
All right, guys, you got to the right side of the boat right here. Y'all see this iron sculpture? This iron sculpture sits on its own little island right here. It sits on what we call Marriage Island. It takes that name because it takes the shape of half of a heart. And there's always people getting married here. Yes, just this last week alone, I've seen 3 weddings. Just last night, I saw another proposal. Man, it was crazy, guys. Everyone was crying. She said no.
Oh, no.
I was playing, guys. But that iron sculpture was given to us in 1991. It was created by Rolando Briseño. They're to commemorate the day our father Damien Massillon conducted a mass somewhere along this river, June 13th, 1691. Now, guys, that day also saw a feast here in San Antonio. So the missionaries came through. They decided to christen the river after St. Anne, and in turn, the San Antonio River was born. Now, guys, if y'all look to the right side of the boat right now, through these trees, you're going to see a red brick building. What you're looking at is the Westin Hotel. And I don't know if any of you are staying in there, but if you aren't, or even if you are, I always recommend everyone just go inside and check it out. Because all the artifacts, all the house furnishings, it all came over from a 17th century European castle. Now, something that's really right about the river, which is something cool to check out. But again, if you're able to look up in here to the left right now, y'all see this tall building right here? It has the USA flag up at the top. This is actually my favorite building on the Riverwalk. It's called the Tower Life Building. It got its name from the Tower Life Insurance Company, and it opened June 1st, 1929. Now, the reason I love this building so much is because of all the amazing details they put on it. If y'all look right above these trees to our left right here, about 3 to 4 feet above them on the first ledge lining the building, do y'all see how it's built up those grotesque faces? That's from its neo-Gothic style architecture. And then all the way to the top of the building, they placed the gargoyles. Alright, guys, they placed those gargoyles up there because they believed it was going to ward off any bad spirits or evils. But that same year it opened, the stock market crashed. That's kind of ironic, right? Now, what was cool with those gargoyles is that when the building first came to be, they were originally like drain pipes that actually catch the rainwater off their back and would shoot it out through the mouth. Well, people complained that the water would still hit them, so they sealed them up, and now they're just there for show. And then, guys, if you're able to look in front of the boat right now, up ahead, you see that red brick building has a green roof right there? What you're looking at is the Barrett County Courthouse. First established in 1896, it's one of the oldest continuously operating courthouses in the state of Texas. Has not closed down one day since it opened. I think that's pretty neat. But you guys, we are going to be exiting right now through Flood Gate 4. Now, the way this gate works, it works as a crescent dam. In the fear of flood, or in the case of a flood, a wall swings out from underneath the water, acting as a dam, isolating the bend. If you look on the inside of the walls in here, you'll actually see the markings of how the wall swings right up on the water. And then we are going to the natural flow of the river, and the river does continue another 138 miles southeast to our left right here into the Guadalupe River, and then another 10 more miles into the Gulf of Mexico. Now keep in mind that only goes in a straight line. Because of the curves and turns, it's actually 243 miles into the Guadalupe River. And since we're in the natural flow, guys, we do have the natural depth. So the water in here is going to be about 18 to 20 feet deep. Alright, so do not fall out because I will not stop. So yeah, this middle area right here, this bridge here, is what we call the bypass channel. This originally was not part of the river. We actually constructed this area ourselves. We cut this from the earth between 1926 and 1929. Its purpose was to isolate the bend and straighten the river because in 1921, the Great Flood of 21, over 50 people died in the bend and there was millions of dollars in property damage. So by adding this river to save the bend in case of another flood. And if y'all look to the left side of the boat up on street level, you see this fence covered up all these locks. If you're familiar with the fence in Paris, it's the same concept. If you put your initials and your significant others on the lock and lock it to the fence, it's supposed to symbolize and show that your love is going to stay forever. And it's act just like that lock. If you look up at it though, you see how some people are pretty smart. They use a combination lock if they ever change their mind.
That's a good one.
As it comes off this bridge right here, guys, you see this gold building coming up on our right side. Now, this is called the Drury Plaza Hotel, originally the Alamo National Bank building in 1929. But what's important is that the Drury Hotel came to be in 2007. They donated us this whole walkway alongside the river to the right. But not only that, you guys, they also gave us this footbridge right here on top of us, connecting the river to Main Plaza to the left. So if you are able to look to the left side of the boat, above these stairs right here, you're going to see Main Plaza, but you'll also see the San Fernando Cathedral, which is holy. Be up there to the left. I guess that cathedral was founded March 9th, 1721. It's the oldest church in St. Texas. And every weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they have an amazing light show just on the cathedral itself, right? And Tuesday nights as well. I forget, Tuesday nights as well. So guys, it's an amazing light show. It's entitled The Saga. It's a light show depicting the coming to San Antonio with the development and civilization, stuff like that. It's really neat, it's really beautiful, and it's free to the public. If you guys want to check it out this coming weekend, you're more than welcome to do so. If you check it out tonight, you're more than welcome to do so as well. You guys, the showings tonight are going to be at 9:30, and the last one at 10 p.m. It's a really awesome light show. If you get there earlier, they got tables you can sit at. Yeah, a little shop, like go to get some drinks or something like that as well. I'm going to go back into the bed right now. It's a floodgate 3. I guess the way this gate works, it works as a pocket door. As you have to see, the door says right up there up on top. Now in the fear of flood, or in the case of a flood, this door drops down into the water, ceiling off the bed. This door weighs approximately 3 tons. It takes 15 minutes for it to come down and 15 minutes to go back up. So you ever have to see this door in action, guys, bring a book, right? You will be in the water. But you guys, both these gates you guys know have not been used before I was born, you guys. I'm 23 right now. We're going to floodgate 5 down the river to the right, which we didn't go to. But that at about a 20-foot drop that was part of the river. If any fear of flood or heavy downpour occurs, we actually drop that gate down. It drops the water level in here another 2 to 3 feet, or we can drain this river altogether. And when that happens, you guys, it's tremendously fast. We can jump about 3 feet of water level in under 30 seconds. And we can actually drain this whole riverbed down in less than 3 minutes, right? It's very quick. Now, guys, we do actually drain this river out every 5 years to clean out whatever people dropping it. And the next time we're doing that is this coming January. That very first week of the new year, you want to come check it out. The whole river will be empty. You can jump on in, see what people leave behind. You're wondering that the top 2 things people drop in this river yearly is, number 1 being money, and number 2 being silverware. I've been eating those 2 things, you guys are more than welcome to top on it. But you guys, we are getting back to where this tour started, so that is going to bring it to the end. Please remain seated so I can safely dock the boat. I'll let y'all know it's okay to get on. Like us on Facebook, guys. You can leave a review anywhere y'all like. My name is Frank, and then they go my full name, Francisco. So you're more than welcome to choose whichever as you please. But you guys, if y'all enjoyed the ride, if y'all enjoyed the tour, for a job well done, our drivers do appreciate y'all's tips. I also do know what you're thinking. This isn't where we started the tour, guys. We started the tour right on the inside of this bridge. It's about a 10-second walk right up ahead. This is our drop-off point.